So hello and welcome back dear all students to another video tutorial on genes and genome. In this video tutorial we would be talking about all the different categories of genes present in our genome. आज के इस ट्यूटोरियल में हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं अलग अलग कैटेगरी के जीन्स के बारे में जो हमारे जीनोम में प्रेजेंट होते हैं. Now which are the different categories of genes which are present in our genome and how they are being organized. Okay. So firstly, we have to talk about a category of genes, a very important category of genes, which are also referred to as pseudogenes. What do you mean by pseudogenes? Pseudogenes are functionless gene variant derived from the functional gene. So these are the functionless gene variant produced from a functional gene by the act of mutation. So for example, if there is a mutation in a functional copy of a gene and that functional copy of the gene becomes non-functional, then it is referred to as a pseudogene. जब एक कोडिंग जीन के अंदर एक फंक्शनल कॉपी के अंदर कोई ऐसा म्यूटेशन हो जाए कि वो नॉन फंक्शनल बन जाए तो उसे हम बोलते हैं pseudogene. What are pseudogenes? These are functionless variant of a functional gene. फंक्शनल जीन का एक फंक्शनलेस वेरिएंट है क्योंकि इसके अंदर म्यूटेशन हो गया है. ड्यू टू एन एंशिएंट हिस्टोरिक इवेंट इट हैज बीन इनएक्टिवेटेड. नाउ pseudogenes are a type of evolutionary relic that indicates the changing nature of the genome. Pseudogene क्या होता है? एक evolutionary relic होता है जो ये बताता है that the genome is going to be abruptly changed. It is going to change from one time to the other. Okay, so as the genome is going to change constantly, so the pseudogenes are being produced. It is a type of evolutionary relic that indicates about the changing nature of the genome. Genome is ever evolving. You know that the amphibians has the largest size of the genome. Amphibians के अंदर सबसे ज्यादा बड़ा size of the genome है, सबसे ज्यादा बड़ा genome है. क्यों है? उसके बाद में क्या हुआ? Because amphibians were a transition state in between the Pisces and the reptiles. तो क्योंकि वो एम्फीबियस थे इसलिए उनके अंदर सबसे ज्यादा अमाउंट ऑफ डीएनए था. अब क्या हुआ? कुछ जीन्स का इनएक्टिवेशन हो गया. सम ऑफ द जीन्स गॉट इनएक्टिवेटेड एंड सच टाइप ऑफ जीन्स वर रेफर्ड टू एज pseudogenes. A gene that has been inactivated due to ancient historic event is commonly referred to as a pseudogene. एक ऐसा जीन जिसका इनएक्टिवेशन हो चुका है because of any ancient historic event is referred to as a pseudogene. Okay. The abundance of pseudogene depends upon rate of gene duplication and loss. The more evolved a species is, the more number of pseudogenes are going to be present. जितनी ज्यादा एक स्पीशीज इवॉल्व होगी उतने ही ज्यादा उसके अंदर pseudogenes present होंगे. Okay, so the more the species is evolved, the greater the amount of pseudogenes will be present. Now the pseudogenes can be conventional pseudogenes or they can be even processed or non-conventional pseudogenes. What do you mean by conventional pseudogenes? So basically now we are going to classify the pseudogenes. अभी क्या है? अभी हम क्लासीफाई करने वाले हैं pseudogenes को. Pseudogenes को जब हम क्लासीफाई करेंगे तो pseudogenes को हम क्लासीफाई कर देंगे कन्वेंशनल pseudogene के अंदर और प्रोसेस्ड नॉन कन्वेंशनल pseudogenes के अंदर. ये कन्वेंशनल pseudogenes क्या होते हैं? Conventional pseudogenes have become inactivated because of accumulation of mutation. कोई एक जीन था, मान लीजिए एक जीन था, इसके अंदर क्या हो गया? म्यूटेशन हो गया और ये जीन हमेशा के लिए क्या हो गया? इनएक्टिवेट हो चुका है. दिस phenomena is commonly referred to as conventional pseudogenes. These genes are inactivated because of accumulation of mutations within the coding region of the gene. So the coding region of the gene is going to be mutated. Then this phenomena is commonly referred to as a conventional pseudogene. There is a coding information and that coding information is going to be altered. It is going to be mutated. Then it is commonly called as conventional pseudogene. किसी भी जीन का एक कोडिंग का जो इंफॉर्मेशन है, अगर आपने वो इंफॉर्मेशन वेरी कर लिया है, अगर आपने वो इंफॉर्मेशन चेंज कर दिया है, तो इस प्रकार के pseudogen को हम बोलते हैं conventional pseudogenes. These genes are inactivated because of accumulation of mutations and certain pseudogenes, conventional pseudogenes which are present in our genome, हमारे जीनोम में जो हैं, अब बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से इन जीन्स को जानते हो. That is the alpha gene family and the beta gene family. Okay, alpha gene family and the beta gene family. Where are the alpha and the beta gene family present? See, the alpha gene family and the beta gene family combines together in order to form a molecule of hemoglobin. They will form the molecule of hemoglobin, beta, which is present within the RBCs. For example, there are two alpha chains which are present, alpha, alpha, and along with the two alpha chains, there are beta chains which are also present. So there might be two beta chains that might be present. Okay, beta and beta, and all this entire structure will be referred to as the structure of hemoglobin. This would be the structure of hemoglobin present in between, present within the RBCs. So what is this cell? This cell is going to be the RBCs. Okay, this is going to be the RBCs. So here RBCs will be present, and this RBC will have two alpha and two beta copies present within itself, leading to the formation of the hemoglobin molecule, जिससे कि hemoglobin का molecule बन जाता है. Now you can find there is the alpha gene family. When you talk about hemoglobin, there are several different types of hemoglobin molecules that are being produced. For example, the embryonic hemoglobin, fetal hemoglobin, adult A2 hemoglobin and adult A1 hemoglobin. हीमोग्लोबिन भी हमारी बॉडी के अंदर अलग अलग प्रकार का बनता है. अगर आपसे बात की जाए हीमोग्लोबिन के अंदर, अगर आपको पता हो तो मैं यहाँ पर मेंशन करना चाहूंगा that hemoglobin can be the embryonic hemoglobin. Embryonic hemoglobin is also referred to as HB embryo. Okay, and this embryonic hemoglobin is 2 zeta and 2 epsilon naught. This is called as embryonic hemoglobin. Then after the embryonic hemoglobin, another type of hemoglobin which is present is called as fetal hemoglobin, F. Now fetal hemoglobin is a type of hemoglobin in which there is 2 alpha and 2 gamma which is present. Okay, then the third type of hemoglobin which is present is hemoglobin A2. Hemoglobin A2 has 2 alpha and 2 delta. And hemoglobin A1. What is hemoglobin A1? Hemoglobin A1 has 2 alpha and 2 beta. So these are the different types of hemoglobin. सर ये हीमोग्लोबिन कहाँ पर होते हैं? बेटा ये सारे के सारे हीमोग्लोबिन हमारे अंदर होते हैं. जब हम एम्ब्रायो होते हैं तब हमारे अंदर कौन सा हीमोग्लोबिन होता है? हीमोग्लोबिन एम्ब्रायनिक, that is zeta 2 epsilon 2. Look here, I have mentioned this type of hemoglobin is present when we are present in the form of an embryo. When we are present in the form of a fetus, it is called as HbF. When we are present as an adult, it is called as HbA2. When we are present as an adult in more than 98% of the population, the hemoglobin is alpha 2 and beta 2. So these are the different types of hemoglobin molecules that are present in our body. But during the evolution of the gene for hemoglobin, now you can also correlate this. It is going to come in gene family. See, there would have been a gene which would have been called the which will have been called the globin gene. पहले कोई एक जीन होता था जिसका नाम था बेटा ग्लोबिन जीन. ग्लोबिन जीन का मॉडिफिकेशन हुआ, ग्लोबिन जीन का एवोल्यूशन हुआ. जैसे जैसे ग्लोबिन जीन का एवोल्यूशन होता चला गया, वो दो जीन्स के अंदर डिवाइड हो गया, आपकी मसल्स के अंदर चला गया. क्या बना दिया उसने? इट लीड टू द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ मायोग्लोबिन. भैया मसल में गया, बनाया मायोग्लोबिन. आरबीसी में गया, बनाया हीमोग्लोबिन. आरबीसी के अंदर और ज्यादा इवॉल्व हुआ, आरबीसी के अंदर और ज्यादा इवॉल्व हुआ, और वो जीन ने कई सारी अपनी मल्टीपल कॉपीज बना दी. और मल्टीपल कॉपीज जब बनाई तो वहां पर आपको दिखेगा अल्फा की कॉपी, अल्फा 2 की कॉपी, देन जीटा की कॉपी. Okay, and in the similarly in the case of beta gene family, you will find the copy of the beta gene is present. Beta gene की एक copy present होगी. This is the copy of the beta gene that is going to be present. Okay, as well as in this particular process, there were certain genes that have become inactivated, and those genes are called as pseudogenes. अब आप किसी साउथ इंडियन या किसी नॉर्थ इंडियन के घर पे जाएंगे, then what do you find when you are going to visit their home? you will find there would be large number of photographs. They will say that this is my great grandfather, this is my Dadaji, okay, and then Dadaji, from Dadaji, he had 2 sons or he had 3 sons. Those sons will make a particular family tree, okay. तो ये जो दादाजी हैं ये कैसे थे बेटा, ये अपने टाइम पे बहुत एक्टिव थे, सारी दादियों को पता है, ठीक है। तो ये जो दादाजी थे बहुत ही एक्टिव थे और इन्होंने बनाए बहुत सारे आगे चल के जीन्स। कौन कौन से जीन बनाए? फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू कैन फाइंड, सी दिस, इट इज दिस साई बीटा 1 that has now been inactivated, but at the previous during the evolutionary history it was highly active. ये दादाजी अभी inactivated है, अभी फोटो में दिख रहे हैं, बेटा अपने टाइम पे बहुत एक्टिव थे, ठीक है। So what it is said that this psi beta 1 has been inactivated because of accumulation of mutation, but previously it was very active. When it was very active, then it would have given rise to delta as well as beta. That is, both the delta and beta are being formed from B1 gene. B1 gene ने दोनों जीन्स को बनाया, डेल्टा को भी बनाया और बीटा को भी बनाया। लेकिन क्या हो गया, later on this B1 gene got inactivated due to an ancient historic event. दादाजी थे तो बहुत एक्टिव, बट एक बार वो inactivated हो गए because of an ancient historic event, not going into that, because of a mutation. Okay, this gene which has evolved both the new genes has gotten inactivated, and this became the pseudo gene, inactivated. When it becomes inactivated, then it leads to the formation of pseudo gene. Inactivated. Okay, this is how the inactivation is going to take place. Okay, then similarly here you can find that the alpha 1 pseudogene would have given rise to the alpha 1 normal copy, but previously it was present as a normal copy in the form of alpha 1. Alpha 1 then evolved, gave rise to a normal copy of the gene, whereas another copy of the alpha 1 got inactivated and gave rise to the pseudogene. एक कॉपी तो नॉर्मल रही और एक कॉपी pseudogene में कन्वर्ट हो गई. So actually how many different types of copies are present? The hemoglobin, the globin gene family has a cluster of 4 pseudogenes present within itself. Globin gene family में 4 प्रकार के pseudogenes पाए जाते हैं. There are 4 different types of pseudogenes or conventional pseudogenes present in the globin gene family. So this is all about pseudogenes. Now we will be looking forward at the other different types of pseudogenes which are associated with our genome. So moving forward, the types of conventional pseudogenes. The conventional pseudogenes have been categorized into 2 different types. Conventional pseudogenes को भी 2 प्रकार से divide किया गया है. Now which are the 2 different types of the conventional pseudogenes that we will have to see? We'll have to look forward at what are the types of the conventional pseudogenes which are present. One is referred to as the unitary pseudogene, another one is referred to as the duplicated pseudogene. What do you mean by unitary pseudogenes and what do you mean by duplicated pseudogenes? Unitary pseudogene is the one in which a single copy of the parental pseudogene becomes functionless due to accumulation of mutation. Due to accumulation of mutation, because of the occurrence of mutation, a single copy was there of a particular gene, but it has been completely inactivated. कोई एक जीन था जिसका एक ही कॉपी था आपके जीनोम में और अब की बार उसका क्या हो गया, इनएक्टिवेशन हो गया. वो जो एक था वो भी चला गया, खो गया, पाया था जो, ठीक है. तो एक तो जीन था और वो भी इनएक्टिवेटेड हो गया. So bad, so sad. Okay, so this happens in the case of unitary pseudogenes. A single copy of the paternal pseudogene becomes functionless due to accumulation of mutation. For example, there is a very important gene. This example has been asked more than 2 times in other examination. L-glucono gamma lactone oxidase. This is referred to as Gullo enzyme. Okay, so this is a Gullo enzyme which is present in the case of primates. Okay, it is present in monkey, not in us. For vitamin C biosynthesis. So monkeys will not have scurvy. because they will not have the vitamin C requirement, because they can biosynthesize the vitamin C through the enzyme that is referred to as gulo. Whereas in the case of humans, our case, we can have vitamin C deficiency because we lack the enzyme that is gulo, that is L-glucono gamma lactone oxidase, because of an ancient historic event in which this gene has become inactivated. हमारे अंदर विटामिन सी का बायोसिंथेसिस इसलिए नहीं हो पा रहा क्योंकि हमारे अंदर एल ग्लूकोनो गामा लैक्टोन ऑक्सीडेज जीन सूडोजीन में कन्वर्ट हो चुका है. क्योंकि भाई ये सूडोजीन में कन्वर्ट हो चुका है तो अब हमारे अंदर कुछ नहीं हो सकता. इट हैज बिकम कंप्लीटली inactivated. This has become inactivated. Previously it was active in the case of primates, still active in the case of primates and apes, but in us it has become inactivated. ठीक है, inactivated हो गया तो बस it's gone, लग गई. ठीक है, so then it will lead to the formation of a pseudogene, and this is an example of unitary pseudogenes. So the gene is gone, gone. Another is duplicated pseudogene. Now what do you mean by duplicated pseudogene? There was a gene, it underwent duplication. Now out of the two copies produced, one has become inactivated and the other is still active. एक जीन ने अपने आप को मॉडिफाई किया, कॉपी बनाया बेटा, दो कॉपी बनाया. It lead to the formation of two copies. One become inactivated, but still one is active now. So when one is active, then it is called as duplicated pseudogenes. Among the duplicated copy of the parental pseudogene, one become functionless due to accumulation of mutations, while the other is functional. So one of the copy become functionless while the other is functional. Such type of pseudogenes, duplicated pseudogenes, a type of conventional pseudogene, is present in the human globin gene cluster, that is psi zeta, psi alpha 1, psi alpha 2 and psi beta 1. They were all the examples of the duplicated pseudogenes, because see, psi alpha 1 has given rise to, for example, you can look here, alpha 1 was the gene, and it was this alpha 1 gene that gave rise to psi alpha 1, as well as it gave rise to alpha 1. Alpha 1 is functional copy, this is functional copy, whereas psi alpha 1 is functionless copy, this is non-functional. This is a functional copy and this is a non-functional copy. So non-functional copy is commonly called as pseudogene. बेटा नॉन फंक्शनल कॉपी को हम क्या कह देते हैं? सूडोजीन कह देते हैं. तो बच्चे ये जो हो जाता है, ये क्या हो जाता है? दिस बिकम्स सूडोजीन. Okay, so this is pseudogene. Hopefully the difference between the duplicated pseudogene and the conventional pseudogene would have been clear in your mind. आपको बिल्कुल क्लियर हो चुका होगा कि कन्वेंशनल सूडोजीन को हम किस प्रकार से यूनिटरी सूडोजीन और डुप्लीकेटेड सूडोजीन में डिवाइड करते हैं. व्हाट इज द मेजर डिफरेंस इन बिटवीन देम? यूनिटरी, वन जीन वाज देयर, वन जीन हैज बीन इनएक्टिवेटेड. द जीन गिव राइज टू टू कॉपीज, one has been inactivated, one is still present as an active copy. Okay, so this is about the difference between both of these procedures. So this is all about the conventional pseudogene. Let us move to the new slide to study the next type of pseudogenes which are present in the case of humans. For example, you can look here. Now we would be talking about the next pseudogene that is referred to as the processed pseudogenes. अब हम next pseudogenes के बारे में बात करने वाले हैं जिसका नाम है processed pseudogenes. Now how does the processed pseudogenes differs from the conventional pseudogenes? Now processing means that something is going to happen. Okay, as you can imagine, there is a machine and there you are putting sugar canes in order to take out the juice of the sugarcane. So there are certain processes which are taking place. Such type of pseudogenes formed by the action of certain metabolic processes are called as process pseudogenes. एक ऐसे जीन का इनएक्टिवेशन होना किसी ना किसी मेटाबॉलिक प्रोसेस के अंदर, उससे बनते हैं जो जीन्स, उनका नाम होता है बेटा प्रोसेस्ड pseudogenes. Now, processed pseudogenes are derived from reverse transcription of the mRNA into DNA and integration of the reverse transcribed DNA into the genome. So, what is going to happen in the case of processed pseudogenes? Processed pseudogenes are derived by reverse transcription of the mRNA. जब mRNA का आपने reverse transcription किया, आपने क्या बनाया? DNA. And then you have integrated the DNA into the genome of an organism, then the genes which are being inactivated are called as processed pseudogenes. पहले आपने एक mRNA को लिया, mRNA का रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्शन किया, किससे? रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्टेज से, और आपने उस mRNA को किस में कन्वर्ट कर दिया? You have converted this mRNA into a DNA, and the DNA has been incorporated into the genome, then such type of genes which are being produced are called as processed pseudogenes. Now look at the problem being faced in the time of processed pseudogene formation, and how does the processed pseudogene formation actually takes place in the cell. You can just imagine there is a DNA molecule that is present. Okay. Now, supposingly this is a DNA molecule, it has two strands. One is coding, another one is non-coding template strand, just like that. So this is a dsDNA molecule. This is a dsDNA. Now, when you have a dsDNA molecule, this dsDNA will get converted into an RNA copy. Your dsDNA किसमें convert हो जाएगा? It will get transformed, it will get transcribed into an mRNA molecule. So now, supposingly there is an mRNA molecule being produced. Now, mRNA. Now, what would be the size of the mRNA? The size of the mRNA would be always less than the size of the entire gene. Why? Because within the gene, there would be certain sequences which are also referred to as the promoter sequences. So, there are promoter sequences which are going to be present. यहाँ पर कुछ sequences होते हैं बेटा, ये वाले जो sequences होते हैं इन्हें हम क्या कहते हैं? These are called as promoter. These are commonly called as the promoter sequences. And these sequences which are commonly referred to as the promoter sequences are the one that will not be copied into the mRNA molecule. Why they won't be copied into the mRNA molecule? Because these sequences will not be transcribed. Now this mRNA has been reverse transcribed. Now when this mRNA has been reverse transcribed, then what it is going to produce? It is going to produce a DNA molecule. Now what is going to happen in this particular DNA molecule? This DNA molecule will have no promoters. There will be no promoters. As there is no promoters, so such type of DNA will, even when incorporates into the genetic material of an organism, will not be transcribed or translated. एक ऐसा जीन जिसके पास में अपना प्रमोटर ही नहीं है, अगर उसका इनकॉर्पोरेशन हो भी गया, तब भी उसका ट्रांसक्रिप्शन और ट्रांसलेशन नहीं हो पाएगा. एंड सच टाइप ऑफ inactivated genes which are being produced are referred to as processed pseudogenes. Processed pseudogenes. Such type of genes which are being produced are referred to as processed pseudogenes. तो बेटा ऐसे जीन्स को हम क्या कह देंगे? ऐसे जीन्स को हम processed pseudogenes कह देते हैं. इस प्रकार से processed pseudogenes का फॉर्मेशन होता है. Promoter sequence is the sequence to which the RNA polymerase bind in order to promote the transcription to take place. So if this gene has undergone transcription, where would have been the RNA polymerase bind? RNA polymerase would have bind to the promoter sequence. When there is no promoter sequence, so the binding of RNA polymerase will not take place. No binding of RNA polymerase, no transcription, the gene has been permanently inactivated. और इस तरीके से जीन का क्या हो चुका है, परमानेंट इनएक्टिवेशन हो चुका है, हमेशा के लिए जीन इनएक्टिवेटेड हो चुका है. तो such type of genes are commonly referred to as processed pseudo genes. Okay. Next. Processed pseudogenes are derived from reverse transcription of the mRNA. I have already told you these are reverse transcribed by mRNA retrotransposons. I have mentioned it to you very clearly that transposons and retrotransposons differs from each other. Retrotransposons have an enzyme that is referred to as reverse transcriptase. Retrotransposons have an enzyme that is reverse transcriptase. Reverse transcriptase. Now, reverse transcriptase means that the sequences could be reverted back and could lead to the formation of a DNA copy. mRNA से क्या बन सकता है बेटा? DNA बन सकता है through the reverse transcriptase activity. These are present in abundance in the mammalian genome. So processed pseudogenes are present in much more abundance in our genome. In the mammalian genome, they are present in large amount. The pseudogenes can be divided into conventional pseudogenes. Now summing up all the process. Processed pseudogenes was present in the case of phosphatase and tensin homology gene. This is a tumor suppressor gene. Tumor suppressor gene which is present. ट्यूमर सप्रेसर जीन, ये एक ट्यूमर सप्रेसर जीन है जो हमारी बॉडी के अंदर प्रेजेंट होता है. इट इज रेफर्ड टू एज P10 जीन. ओके, एंड दिस इज phosphatase and tensin homology gene. Then there is conventional pseudogene. Conventional pseudogene is present in the form of unitary pseudogene or duplicated pseudogenes. Unitary pseudogenes is Gullo enzyme, that is L-glucono gamma lactone oxidase enzyme which is present. So it is L-glucono gamma lactone oxidase enzyme which is present, and duplicated pseudogene. Duplicated pseudogene is present in the case of human globin cluster. So it is present in the case of human globin cluster. I have already mentioned it to you, the 4 pseudogenes which are present. Can you just name them up? This one were psi epsilon, psi zeta. Another one was psi alpha 1. Another one was psi alpha 2. And the last one was psi beta. So these are the different types of duplicated pseudogenes which are going to be present. Okay. Now moving forward with the topic. Next slide. So moving forward. So now this is the last slide of the pseudogenes, that how the pseudogenes are going to be functional, so that we have to see this. The pseudogene summary. See, pseudogenes here has been categorized into the conventional pseudogene, the processed pseudogenes. Now, the main difference between the conventional and the processed pseudogenes can be identified on the basis of the mechanism of their movement that is going to take place. So how the conventional and processed pseudogenes are being transferred from the paternal genes into the offspring genes, that we have to see. किस प्रकार से pseudogenes transfer होते हैं फादर या मदर से या एक पैटर्नल क्रोमोसोम से offspring की क्रोमोसोम में, that we will have to see. So you can look here, first diagram about the conventional pseudogenes, that how conventional pseudogenes works. Diagram A. So I'm on the A diagram. Please look here. There is a gene that has been duplicated. Okay. So previously there was a gene which was present, and now this gene has been duplicated. Okay. Once the gene has been duplicated, then what has happened? See, this one was the gene, and now this gene has been duplicated. Here you can find it is already labeled, so I'm not labeling it. Here you can find that the gene has been duplicated. Because of the duplication also, there is a mutation that has taken place and the gene are lost. These genes are lost. Supposingly they are being lost, their activity is gone in during the process of duplication, then it is referred to as conventional pseudogene. पहले ही ये जीन फंक्शनल थे. Previously this gene was functional, but now this gene has so previously these genes were functional, but now these genes have become non-functional. Sharing the screen with you all. Okay, so previously what has happened, these genes were previously functional but has been made non-functional because of the accumulation of mutation, then it is referred to as conventional pseudogene. Another one is referred to as the process pseudogene. What do you mean by process pseudogenes? Now in the case of process pseudogenes, as you can see, there is a transcription that is going to take place. Transcription means the formation of an mRNA molecule. So there is the formation of an mRNA molecule that is going to take place. Once the formation of the mRNA molecule takes place, then this mRNA will be reverse transcribed to form a cDNA molecule. The mRNA being reverse transcribed to form a cDNA molecule, and the cDNA molecule will get incorporated into the genome. पहले एक जो RNA बना था उससे cDNA बनेगा, और RNA से जो cDNA बनेगा उसको कैसे बनाया गया है? It has been produced by reverse transcription. Once it has been produced by reverse transcription, it has formed cDNA. Then the cDNA has been inserted, and once it has been inserted, it has led to the formation of pseudogenes with the inactivation of the genes. Okay, so previously also the inactivation was taking place, but in the case of conventional pseudogenes, as you can know, that in the case of conventional pseudogenes, what has happened? Just mutation has occurred. But whereas in the case of process pseudogenes, what has happened here in the case of process pseudogene is that it is because of reverse transcription and mutation, all the genes has been inactivated. क्योंकि रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्शन और म्यूटेशन हुआ है, इसकी वजह से सारे के सारे जीन्स क्या हो चुके हैं? ऑल द जीन्स हैव बिकम इनएक्टिवेटेड बिकॉज ऑफ रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्शन एंड म्यूटेशन दैट हैज टेकन प्लेस. ओके, moving forward, the processed and conventional pseudogenes can be differentiated from each other. These two can be differentiated from each other. How? You can look here. In the case of conventional pseudogene, the human globin gene cluster, 4 pseudogenes are present. Processed pseudogenes, P10 gene is present. Conventional pseudogene, a gene is inactivated by accumulation of mutations, whereas in processed pseudogenes, a gene that results from integration of the reverse transcription copy of the mRNA molecule. So there is the reverse transcription copy of the mRNA molecule that has been incorporated. mRNA का reverse transcription हुआ है, and reverse transcription has occurred by the reverse transcriptase enzymes of retrotransposons. Very important. So where from this reverse transcriptase enzyme is present? Retrotransposons. Transposon. This is reverse transcription taking place from retrotransposon. Then intron is present. Intron is present in the case of conventional pseudogenes. Introns are absent in the case of processed pseudogenes. Intron present है भाई, किसके अंदर present है? Conventional pseudogene में present है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर तो जीन का केवल inactivation हुआ है. So introns are present in conventional pseudogenes. Whereas what happens in the case of processed pseudogenes? There are no introns. Introns are not present in the case of processed pseudogenes. Regulatory sequences, promoter, enhancer, and silencer are present. So there are regulatory sequences such as promoter, enhancer, and silencer sequence are present. Whereas in the case of processed pseudogenes, regulatory sequences are completely absent. No enhancer, no promoter, as well as the silencer sequences are also absent. So all the regulatory sequences are absent in the case of processed pseudogenes, while they are present in the case of conventional pseudogene. So this is all about the pseudogenes. Okay, now we would be looking forward in order to solve the queries or the questions which have been asked from the pseudogene. Now, we have to perform certain questions. We have to solve these questions, okay, and perform in this particular exercise. So please be there on the chat box and try to answer the queries. Which of the following is true about pseudogenes? Functionless variant of a normal gene. They indicate changing nature of the genome. Depends upon rate of gene duplication and loss, and all of the above. See, all the pseudogenes are actually functional variant of a normal gene. They are functional variant? No, they are always non-functional. So you cannot say that they are functional variant of a pseudo of gene. Indicate changing nature of the genome. Yes, pseudogene always indicates the changing nature of the genome. Depends upon the rate of gene duplication and loss. The occurrence of the gene depends upon gene duplication and loss. So, yes, it is because of the rate of gene duplication and loss that the rate of pseudogene formation is going to take place. As there is the gene duplication that is going to take place, so the pseudogene will be produced. C option is much more better as compared to B option. They may indicate the changing nature of the genome, but the best answer is that the rate of pseudogene formation depends upon the rate of gene duplication as well as the rate of loss of pseudogenes. Okay. Globin pseudogenes are. What are the type of globin pseudogene? Conventional or non-processed? Processed? Both or none? Can I have the answers, please? Yes, it is very simple. Globin pseudogenes are a type of conventional or non-processed pseudogenes. They are not processed. Which of the following is not true about processed pseudogenes? What happens in the case of processed pseudogenes? What is a processed pseudogenes? Processed pseudogene क्या होता है, कैसे बनता है? In the case of processed pseudogenes, all the processed pseudogenes originate through, this is not true, originate through retrotransposition. It is true. ये not true नहीं है, ये सही है. Processed pseudogenes originate from the retrotranspositions. They lack introns and a promoter region. Okay, these are the one that lacks an introns and a promoter region. Absolutely correct. They won't have a promoter as well as the intronic regions. ना तो इनके पास में बेटा promoter होगा, ना आगे लगने वाला intronic region इनके अंदर होगा, because ये तो process pseudogenes है ना. So ये, yes, they lacks intron and promoter region. This is true. This is true. This is true. They are being flanked by direct repeats. No, this is false. So this is our answer. So this becomes our answer. So this is our answer. Because in the question it was being asked, which of the following is false about pseudogene? इनमें से कौन सी चीज गलत है pseudogene के बारे में? That one was being asked. So this is false about pseudogene. So with this we have finished the pseudogenes. Let me see. C. Majority of the answer students are giving correct answers. Good. Okay. So we have solved the exercise of the pseudogene, and now in our next lecture in the evening we would be looking at the other type of genes, that is orphan gene, the gene families, the evolution of the genome, and the most important thing, the key important factors that are associated with the genome. So that's all for this particular class. In case you had any query, you can write in the comment section or you can ask me.